Alright, so I'm really enjoying Kamala Harris so far. She's been a good reminder, in case you needed one, of just how full of it politicians are. It's a job requirement for them, honestly. Kamala Harris did not just have minor disagreements with Joe Biden in the past, or during her campaign, or during the debates. She had some very heavy criticisms to make about him. She had some racial accusations to make, and she sided with the women who claimed he inappropriately touched and perhaps sniffed them. She said she believed him, and she respects them for having the courage to tell their story. Okay, so now the guy they were making accusations against, all of a sudden he's okay now? You can team up with him and pretend you didn't at one time, at least to some degree, believe the women accusing him of being a creepy, weird sleazeball? You get picked as the VP and none of that matters anymore. Well, I think most reasonable people can see how this works now. The best was when she was on Stephen Colbert's show, and he said to her that during the debates she was throwing haymaker after haymaker at Joe Biden, so now how do you move forward when you have to work with him? She didn't even attempt to answer. She just kept repeating that it was a debate. It was a debate over and over again, while laughing a bit maniacally. Kamala, we get that it was a debate, but you said some things during those debates. Some fairly heated words were coming out of your mouth. Do we pretend that didn't happen, or do we assume you were lying, or being disingenuous during the debate, which is completely possible in my mind, and that you didn't really mean what you said? You were just trying to score some political points. Again, we understand it was a debate where you claimed that Joe Biden voted in line with segregationists, according to you, but how do you move forward working with the guy you made such a criticism about? Simply saying it was a debate is a non-answer. It's just so weird that in the realm of politics, too many people react to situations in a way they would never react in their normal everyday life. For some reason, perhaps it's because when someone is on your team, your blue or red team, you just give them a pass and you don't think too much, but no one who is thinking rationally or clearly can hear what Kamala Harris has said about Joe Biden and then think now, well, since they're campaigning together, they're going to be best buddies. It's such a warped way of behaving and thinking, and it's odd how too many people don't recognize how little this resonates with how they behave in nearly every other facet of their life. And also, how about Medicare for all? How do they square this circle with one another? Joe Biden has said he wants to keep private health insurance companies around, but keep expanding the Affordable Care Act. I mean, I'm sure he'll give in to the Medicare for all pressures, but this is what he has said. How do you work with someone like Kamala Harris, who came out and said one of the most irresponsible things I think I've heard in quite some time, and that we should just completely get rid of private health insurance companies, just never have to deal with them again? According to Kamala Harris, they just burden you with too much paperwork and bureaucracy. They should just have government come in and completely take it over, because after all, if government is known for anything, it's certainly efficiency, cost effectiveness, and running things without a massive amount of paperwork and bureaucracy. This, of course, is pure crazy talk, but how do these two people reconcile all this? How have they not both come out and addressed these stark contrasts and explained how they're going to move forward with one another? The truth is they have no idea, but it doesn't matter. Kamala Harris was the best pick in terms of intersectionality. She's a woman and she's not white. Those are the two best qualities going for her at this moment, and the Joe Biden team knows this. There is no way they picked her because of her temperament or her record, or because they think they'll work well together. It was a poorly calculated move based off of identity, and it shows. It shows a lot. But perhaps they can find common ground with their neocon tendencies. Tough on crime, lock them all up, civil liberties be damned, and some good old-fashioned police state insanity. They seem to resonate with each other on that issue, at least to some extent. Both have a long, fruitful history of being so tough on crime that they'll make you into a criminal. So perhaps there is hope for them yet to have a good working relationship. Unfortunately, there would be no hope for the rest of us. But that is all for now. Like, sub, share, all that stuff, and take it easy.